Hey guys, Rick back here. It's bottling day for my red Irish ale. I've got my stuff set up. I've got all my stuff sanitized. I've got my beer set here. I've got my bottling bucket down here. So we're gonna shoot this and see what we can do here. First of all, I'm gonna take a hydrometer reading. Might as well do that. I've taken the past couple of days, and they've come out pretty decent. They've stayed steady. Let's put it that way. They've stayed steady. So let's pull a sample out of this and see where we're at. It's 3 weeks old. Actually, today. 1 week in the primary fermenter and 2 weeks in the secondary, which was the glass carboy. So, and like I said, I've been doing some readings for the past couple of days, and everything's been hanging real steady. So, let's see where we are on this now. This up here again for you guys. Maybe we'll get I got a cameraman today, so we might be able to get a little bit of a better picture on this. You can see it's right around that 1.010, which is right at the low part of this, the final gravity of this kit. So we're good. We're good, and it's been there for a day or two. It did come down a little bit from the last video I did on the hydrometer reading. We're going to bottle this stuff. So, well, let's take this sample in here first. Might as well do something with it. So we'll do another little taste over here. See what we're looking at here. It's cleared up a lot. It's cleared up a lot just in the past 3 days or so. It's funny because I had some Irish ale that I bought at the store, and it was not very clear at all either. I couldn't even see my finger through it. So that might be a kind of characteristic of some of the ale. Still smells pretty hoppy. Oh, it's getting there though. It's there. That'll be good. That'll be good once we get some carbonation on that. Alright, well, we've done the hydrometer reading. We know we're down to our final gravity. So we're going to siphon this out. I've got everything sanitized that I used in this basically a storage tub that I got. And I was going to buy one of those plastic pails that I see you guys using a lot of these other guys using. Wallpaper troughs, I guess you would call them. But I went to the local big box store. They didn't have any. So I started looking at these, and I thought, you know what, that would be, I guess this is good. You might use a little bit more solution, but really my lids and all that stuff fit in here pretty good too, so I could just kind of throw everything in there. So I thought that, and I was in a bind, so I figured I'd get that. I think I paid $6 or something for this, so that wasn't too bad. But let's get the siphon out here. We're going to go ahead and do the auto siphon here. We'll use this. I got this stuff set down. This is some rinse water here that I've already sanitized everything. Pull that out of there. Get some of that star sand. And I've got my hose, my tubing in here. Get that out of here. really want to do this in the kitchen today, but kind of limited to what my camera capabilities are and stuff to where I can do this. And I can believe my girlfriend's not too happy about me probably doing this in the living room here or wherever you want to call it. Alright, just gave that a rinse. Get this hooked up on here. And I'll be honest with you guys, this is my first time for doing all of this. I have never done any of this ever before. So the only thing I have done is watched a lot of the videos. You know, a lot of these other guys on YouTube doing this. So like I said, this is my first time for all this. When I mess up and make a mistake, hey, maybe you can learn from it too. So, but let's get our siphon down here. And I've got my bubbling bucket down here. It's all clean, sanitized. The lid, I just kind of left the lid on it there to keep it covered up so nothing will get in it. I've got my autosiphon in there. I'm just going to go ahead and lay that down into the bucket. And I'm going to add my priming sugar at this time. I've got it sitting over here cooling. I'll get it, and it's a little bit warm still. But it's about, well, on the outside I'm getting 89, 90, something like that. It feels a little warmer than that. That's another thing I've been using is this infrared temperature sensor. Man, it's awesome for just checking temperature on your fermenter, anything. It's a pretty slick tool. I use them at work all the time. I never really thought about getting one to check your temperature, your fermenter or anything, you know. But this was basically my priming sugar mixed with a cup of water, boiling water, boiled for about 5 minutes. And I'm going to go ahead and add it to the, you know what I think I'm going to do actually is get the siphon going first and get some of the beer flowing, and then add the priming sugar. I think it might mix better. I saw some people do that. And there's another thing I may want to do is take this clip off of here. And like I said, this is the first time I've done any of this, guys, so this is alright, let's get the siphon going here. All we have to do is pull a couple times on this auto siphon and it should go. It's moving. I'm going to let that fill a little bit and then add my sugar. I think it might mix a little bit better if I get some beer on the bottom first. It said to let this cool. I don't know how cool they actually wanted it to be. It's definitely, I mean, I can touch it. It's warm, but it's not, I don't think it's too hot that it'll hurt anything. Imagine if you put boiling in there, it may affect the yeast. Boiling, you know, if it's too hot, it may affect the yeast, kill the yeast or something. And I'm going to get that started a little bit. It's starting to really flow down here, and I'm going to go ahead and pour this in now. Put that in. Let it go a little bit more. It's got a really nice swirling effect.